This story explains how when we use cell phones for long periods of time, it can hurt our fingers because of the way we hold the phone and bend our arm. This does not allow enough blood to get to our fingers and can cause damage to our fingers and hands. There are doctors called orthopedic doctors who have studied this. An orthopedic doctor is a doctor who specializes in the moving parts of the body. That's the muscles and joints. Joints are the spaces in between bones, and also ligaments. Ligaments are the pieces that connect the different bones. In the story, they said that when we bend arms too tightly and for too long, we overextend our nerves. That means we stress them out. It makes our nerves tight so that they cannot respond. A nerve is what takes information from outside of the body and tells your brain what to do with it. For example, there are nerves in your skin that tell your body that something is hot. Don't touch that, it's hot. And that means your brain knows, don't touch something. When we use our nerves for a long period of time, they are overextended and they cannot respond anymore and tell our brain, don't do that. When we have overstimulated or overextended our nerves by bending our arms for too long, our pinky and our ring finger go numb. The pinky is the shortest of your 4 fingers. The ring finger is the finger next to your pinky. In American culture, we call this finger the ring finger because Americans wear a wedding band or wedding ring on this finger. When these fingers go numb, that means that you can no longer feel anything in the fingers. If you touch them, you would not be able to feel that you were touching the finger. It's numb. The story indicated the next thing that can happen is when we hold our phone to our ear for a long period of time, we are stretching the nerve that is under our funny bone. The funny bone is another word for elbow. We call it the funny bone because if you hit your elbow, you end up feeling funny. It kind of hurts and tingles if you hit it in just the right spot. It actually isn't a bone, it's a nerve. Just like a nerve at the end of your finger when you touch something hot and say, oh, that is very hot, I should not touch that. There is a nerve at the end of your elbow, and if you hit it in just the right spot, it feels prickly and dull and you cannot feel anything else. If we hold our elbow in a tight angle, too close, holding our phone to our ear for a long time, we're not allowing blood to move through our arm up to our fingers, and that will cause tingling in our pinky finger and our ring finger. The story tells us that the solution, the fix to this, is to not hold our elbow at a tight degree for a long time. It says hold your elbow more than 90 degrees. 90 degrees is a right angle. And don't hold it that tight for more than a few minutes at a time. If you're talking on the cell phone, you should try to switch hands. Doing these things can help you avoid a disease called cubital tunnel syndrome, which means that you can no longer have feeling in your fingers. If you have this disease, you may have problems opening things or playing musical instruments. If the condition is extreme enough, the solution is surgery, cutting into your hand. So I suggest that you try changing your hand when you're talking on the phone.